welcome back to my channel. Today I'll explain you about chemistry section. Now first chapter which we are going to start with, chemical reaction. Now what is chemical reaction? The reaction, it is a process in which the substance undergoes chemical change to form a new substance. It is known as chemical reaction. Suppose if I am talking about A plus B gives AB. That means these are the substances which are reacting. It is known as reactant, and the product, that is AB, the product, the new substance is formed. So this is the chemical reaction in which substance undergoes chemical change to form a new substance. Clear? Now chemical equation. What is that? What is chemical equation? When we are representing the chemical reaction in symbolic form, right? Now, chemical equation, the substances which we are reacting like carbon plus oxygen, these are the symbols of those substances. The chemical equation is the symbolic representation of those substances which undergoes reaction. Clear, student? Now, next, there are different types of reactions are there. Combination reaction, decomposition reaction, displacement reaction, double displacement reaction, and redox reaction. First, I'll continue with combination, then I'll continue other reactions also. Now, what is first reaction? That is combination reaction. As the name suggests, combining. As the name suggests, combining. So, it suggests the meaning itself. Combining means when two simpler substances are combining to form the complex substance. Then it is known as combination reaction. Clear, students? Now, combination reactions are of two types, that is exothermic and endothermic reaction. Now, what is the meaning of exothermic reaction? In which the heat is released. Exo means exit, thermal means heat. So, exothermic in which the heat is released, endothermic in which the heat is absorbed. First, exothermic reaction we will cover. Now, what is exothermic reaction? In which the heat is released. Now, first example is burning of natural gas. Burning of natural gas. Now, any natural gas, that is CNG, LPG, or kerosene, diesel, these are the gases form also. So we can, now suppose if for example if I take the example of methane gas, methane, that is made up of hydrogen and carbon, that means it is hydrocarbon, or we can call it as natural gas. Now natural gas, when it reacts with oxygen, this oxygen is coming from air. Now when we are heating this, what will be formed? CO2 plus water plus delta energy. Now, what is the meaning of delta? Delta means it is a symbolic representation of heat. So, heat energy is released, and this reaction is also known as combustion reaction. Already in earlier classes, you have studied what is combustion reaction. When any substance or the fuel is burnt in presence of oxygen, then it is known as combustion reaction. Now, here, exothermic. Why this reaction is called exothermic? Because energy is released. Heat energy, E for energy. Heat energy is released. So, hydrocarbon, now when methane reacts with oxygen to form CO2 plus water plus heat energy is released. Any XYZ hydrocarbon, if I say C2H6, if I say another hydrocarbon, suppose for example C2H6 plus O2, then also the same product will form. Clear, students? So this is called combustion reaction. The first example of combustion reaction is burning of natural gas. Now, next example, second example is burning of coal. Now, coal, what is the meaning of coal? Koila. In Hindi, we used to say this. Coal, the symbol for the coal is only carbon. Now, again, when carbon reacts with oxygen and when we combustion, that means it undergoes combustion reaction in presence of heat. When agar hum carbon ko jalaenge, that means carbon when heated in presence of heat, that means it will absorb oxygen from the air. Then it will form CO2 plus delta energy is released. Why not water, student? Because here only carbon has been taken. If hydrogen is there, then only the water will release. Otherwise, here simply, that means carbon reacts with oxygen in presence of heat. Triangle means we are representing heat, gives CO2 plus delta energy. This is second example. Now, third example, which is very, very important for the point of view of your exams. Now, that is whitewashing reaction, or now what happens in this reaction? The third reaction which we will do, that is, suppose calcium oxide. What is calcium oxide known as? That is quicklime. Quicklime, which is also known as in Hindi chuna. Okay? Now, when calcium oxide reacts with water, then it forms calcium hydroxide plus delta energy is released. Calcium hydroxide plus delta energy is released. Now, quicklime, that is tuna, when we bring it in our gunny bags and all, and we'll take one drum, water is there filled with, and when we add this lime, that means quicklime in that water, we will get calcium hydroxide. It is also known as slaked lime or lime water These are all different names of the same compound. And plus delta energy, that means we will find that there the bubbles are coming, and those bubbles are hot when we touch that. That means the delta energy is released. Now this is how we have ready for our whitewashing. This is the substance which we are going to apply on wall. Now when the painter applies this, now see what happens. Calcium hydroxide, when applied on wall, it will react with carbon dioxide of air to form calcium carbonate, which is known as limestone. Limestone, which is milky white color. Now, milky white, right? This is the color, plus water will release in the form of vapor. See, again I am repeating. Quicklime, when reacts with water, it forms calcium hydroxide, that is liquid lime or lime water, plus hot bubbles will release in the form of, that is called delta energy. And the same calcium hydroxide, when the painter applies on wall, it will absorb carbon dioxide from the air and forms the milky white. This is colorless. Now, after this, when it forms calcium carbonate, it is milky white color. So this is known as calcium carbonate, and water will release, which will release into the atmosphere. Now this calcium carbonate, which is a solid substance, will applied on the wall, will become milky white color, and that is why the roofs and walls will become milky white. Now again another case, if I take calcium hydroxide and again reacts with carbon dioxide plus carbon dioxide, that is in excess. Now when the carbon dioxide is in excess, when there is a polluted area. Now when pollution and all is there, then there the atmosphere, excess of carbon dioxide is there, then what forms? Now this milky white will disappear and it will form calcium bicarbonate, called calcium bicarbonate, which is yellowish in color. This is how the reaction takes place, yellowish color. Clear, student? Again I am repeating. Calcium hydroxide reacts with water to form calcium hydroxide plus delta energy. Calcium hydroxide reacts with carbon dioxide to form calcium carbonate, which is milky white color, and the colorless solution is calcium hydroxide. When it is again reacts with excess of CO2 from the atmosphere, then it forms calcium carbonate, bicarbonate. Clear? Now next example is, this is third example. Fourth example is respiration. Why we are calling respiration as an exothermic reaction? Because in respiration, it is the breaking down of food to release energy. Now again the energy is released, but we will not call it as the delta E. Only energy we will write. And because if I write delta energy, that means fire will take place. And here no fire or delta energy, only the energy. Then what is the reaction? If I see food C6H12O6 reacts with oxygen to form CO2 plus water and plus only energy I am talking about, student, only energy is released. This is the process of respiration, right? And this energy we are using it for our vital activities, right? Now respiration is another example of exothermic reaction. And then decomposition of vegetable matter or organic matter, which is dead decaying organic matter from living organisms. When they decompose, they also releases energy. Clear? And the last, decomposition of food, in which again the breaking down of food take place in presence of oxygen to release energy. So these are all examples. I am repeating again. exothermic reaction in which heat is released. The first example I am talking about, burning of methane gas, that is burning of natural CH4 plus O2 gives CO2 plus H2O plus delta energy, that means heat energy is released. This is also known as combustion reaction. Second example is burning of coal. C plus O2, CO2 plus delta energy again released. Third is whitewashing reaction, CaO plus, that you already have explained this. Fourth, respiration. Fifth is decomposition of vegetable matter, and the last is decomposition of, or the digestion of food. Digestion of food, that is breaking down of food in presence of oxygen to release energy. Clear, students? Now, thank you so much. If you like this video, if you understood what I meant to say, the concept which is clear to you, I hope you all the concepts are clear. Now, you can also explore my videos on my channel, that is of physics and biology. It is there on my channel, and if you like, then please like, share and subscribe my channel. Clear, students? Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.